What's up, Daily Doodlers? I hope you're all having a great day today. And I'm sorry today isn't an official video. I was really busy this week with school, work, a bridal shower, etc. Actually, it was a bachelorette party, not a bridal shower, but you get the idea. You guys don't care about the excuses. But I did want to get a video up. I figured something was better than nothing, and so I decided to do a quick little speed paint and sort of talk about what I did here. Now, the other day I was on Pinterest and I had like just opened it up and I saw a picture of these tennis shoes. They're like sneakers, like Nike sneakers, and they were like obviously styled for sort of like guys, like aimed towards what guys would typically look for when they get shoes, and like teen guys, but they were like rainbow, and then they had black, like the design had like black paint dripping down the side, so it was like their rainbow wasn't like super obvious because it was covered with this like black paint. And I really liked that. I loved it, but I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but sometimes when I open up Pinterest, like all of the pictures load and then a second passes and everything refreshes and a different set of pictures load. I don't know why it does that. I don't know if that's just something to do with my phone in particular, or if that's just something that Pinterest does sometimes. I don't know, but that happened and I lost the pictures before I could pin them, and I couldn't find them again. I like tried a bunch of different types of searches and I couldn't find it. I was really sad. I think it was an advertisement and not an actual pin, and that's why I couldn't find it. But I was just like, no, they were so cool. But they did, even though I only saw them for a brief moment, they did give me inspiration for this character. And when I saw them, I immediately just thought of like kind of this street artist is that what they're called? I don't know. It's like, who likes to use spray paint, not necessarily to like vandalize, because vandalizing is bad, kids, don't vandalize, but like to use the spray paint on canvases or like your own private property to create artwork. And I really liked that idea, and I thought like you could really make kind of a neat little character design with that, so that's what I did. And this is me on Google trying to find the shoes that I was like, well, I couldn't find them on Pinterest, maybe I could find them on Google, but I didn't have any luck. So I just looked up a pair of shoes that was kind of the same style and then changed it, tweaked it to be more of what I was picturing. I'm kind of proud of myself because I usually, whenever I do characters, when I'm making their clothing, I just give them like a plain t-shirt and some jeans, or maybe even like a long sleeve shirt, or some shorts, or like just very basic clothing. I don't really give accessories. I don't really try to do a design on their shirt or anything like that, and I know that needs to change because that's not realistic. People like designs. Like I'm wearing the evil queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, otherwise known as Queen Grimhilde, just so you know. I think I don't think that's been confirmed as far as I know. It's just a random fact that I read on the internet somewhere, but so I was like, I need to put something on his shirt, and I thought this guy has to have a skull on his shirt. So that's what I did. I made a skull, and I was like, but I want it to be kind of like this artistic thing. So I did like something oozing from the skeleton's eye sockets things. Yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be paint or something else, but it's cool. It looks cool. So I was proud of myself for doing that. And I actually really like the way that his figure turned out, and that kind of sounds weird, but it's true because I've never been good at drawing guys. But recently I was like, I need to practice guys more, and I need to practice like the way that they're is supposed to be. Like, I need to practice their anatomy so that I can draw accurate pictures of males. And so I was practicing that the other day, and I stopped and I went out to talk to my dad, who had just gotten home from work, and after I was done talking to him, I'm like, well, time to go back to drawing shirtless males. And he just kind of looks at me and he's like, what? But then after the initial, like, what, why are you drawing shirtless males? After the initial shock factor, he was like, let me guess, you're using pictures of Thor as reference. Well, no, but now I will. My dad and I watched the Thor movies for the first time the other day, and I know, what? Have I been living under a rock? Yes, I have. The answer is yes. But we watched them for the first time the other day, and we absolutely loved them, and I'm sorry, but Thor has got the perfect body. I'm just saying. But anyways, yeah, so back to this. The point of that being is I'm really liking how I'm getting better at drawing figures and stuff, and I'm still practicing, continuing to practice. There's still a lot that I have to learn and all, but I'm still really happy with it. So yeah, so I wanted him. I wanted to like put as much color in this as possible, while also making it seem like it wasn't overwhelming. So I did. At first, I colored in all of the things that I wanted to be kind of dull, solid colors. So like his shirt is just a gray. The skull on his shirt is just like sort of a not black, but like a couple of shades above black. It's technically gray, but it's like it's a really, really dark blackish gray. So I'm like, and then afterwards I went through and I colored in all of the things that I wanted to be colored. So this is me coloring in the shoes. I sort of just chose random colors that I liked, that I thought looked good, and I put them in the shoes as like dripping. Now I changed it, like I said before. The shoes that I originally saw were rainbow with black paint dripping over them, but I changed it to be sort of like this gray undertone with like rainbow, like a bunch of different colors of paint dripping over it. So I sort of switched that around, sort of made it my own. And I wanted to make his hair like a really cool dyed like rainbow sort of thing. I am saying rainbow so many times in this video, but that's what this is all about. That's kind of what inspired this drawing in the first place, is rainbow. So or something that had to do with rainbow. So yeah, I was trying to figure out how to do it, and I wanted to put in as many colors as I could, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just kind of doing it trial by fire, just picking a bunch of random stuff and then figuring out if it looked good. But I was just going through and I was just coloring a bunch of different strands of hair, and I'm like, I was picking a bunch of different colors. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I was like, so I was really struggling with the hair, especially since, like, I don't really understand how dyed hair works, in the sense of, like, if you're getting multiple colors. Like, I understand ombre, or if you're just getting the entire head dyed one color, or if you're getting, like, streaks but the people who have like completely rainbow hair, like this strand is pink, this strand is blue, this one's green, as you know, like it's like I've never really understood how to do that. So I was like, okay, well I'll just color in a bunch of random colors. It'll be great, yeah. And so I did that, and then I zoomed out, and I'm like, this looks terrible. I hate this. So I had to like start over and try to recolor it and do it a different way. So I spent a lot of time on the hair, but I think at the end it was worth it. I think it ended up looking really nice. I just had to sort of figure out what I was doing and what colors I wanted to use. I decided I wanted to do sort of more of a pastelish look, because his shoes were bright colors. He had a bright pink on his shirt. I later go through and I put like paint splotches all over his clothing, and those are a lot of bright colors. The paint can I eventually make yellow. So it was a lot of bright colors, and I wanted his hair to be more of like pastelish. The next thing I need to work on is skin color. Figuring out skin. I don't understand how skin works, guys. I really don't. I like the way I do it. I think it looks nice, especially for kind of like my cartoonish style that I have. But I don't know. I need to figure out how to do skin realistically. Because I'm just bad at it. I'm just really bad at it. So that's why I brought up this picture and I like sort of swatched out all the colors that were in it, because I was like, I mean, I don't know why I swatched them out. They're all on the image, but whatever. I'm just a weird person like that. But yeah, I like swatched them all out, and I was like, okay, these are the highlights. This is kind of like the undertone, and I'm like, how do you make it look like it's how do you make the undertone, like I don't understand. I don't understand skin, guys. I'm gonna have to study that a little bit. Look up some tutorials. Skillshare would be great for that. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag I wish. But yeah, so I feel like I turned out okay, but I did use the colors from that picture that I was like looking at, that I got on Pinterest. Actually, Pinterest just helped me a lot with this. So I used those colors to help with the main skin tone, and then with the shadows and the highlights and sort of kind of like the blush on his cheeks. But you know, that was about it. I only used I think, let's see, yeah, I only used like 5 colors out of like what, the 15 that were there. So yeah, anyways, but yeah, I really enjoyed this piece. It's so much fun just sort of sitting back and just creating something that you're just inspired to create, because I love creating the things that I do on this channel. It's so much fun doing like the drawing Disney characters in modern job applications. Applications? What? Modern job occupations. That's just so much fun. I love that. Or like when I do my travel vlogs, picking a place to just draw. I love that. I love all of it. But it's just really fun to, when you're just inspired to create something, to just sit back and like not have to worry about, okay, I can't use these materials, or I absolutely have to copy this thing, or I have to include this stuff. Sometimes it's really nice to just sit back and just create something. So yeah, it was great. And I also decided that I wanted to put like paint splatters in the background of like all the 3 primary colors, and I was sort of trying to figure out how I wanted to situate it, which is why I keep undoing and redoing them. But yeah, it was like I was trying to figure out how exactly I wanted to do it, and that's what I settled on eventually. And then I didn't record it, but now, as you can see, I did color the background as well, and I signed my name, and I think I put paint splotches all over him, and so this is the final art piece, and I had a lot of fun making it. So I hope you enjoyed this little artwork. I promise we will be back to regular videos next week, and I got a request for a video. I didn't forget, I promise. I'm working on it. That is going to be all for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed. If you happen to be new, please consider subscribing to join my daily doodlers, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!